Hey there, Shauna Karish here with another Ask Shauna answer. Okay, so this one comes from somebody that is a dear friend of mine and I've done clinics with, Faith Jorgensen. And she says, hey Shauna, my new Missouri Foxtrotter gelding is coming along great with positive reinforcement. I have finally learned how to use a target to get a front foot to cross over in front of the other. They learn much quicker than I do. I'm wondering if this exercise will help with creating lift on the forehand. He has a beautiful 4-beat square gait, but he stabs the ground with his front feet and it's jarring, especially downhill. I used to alleviate the heaviness in front by getting the horse to do the same front foot crossover from the saddle by teaching them to give their nose just an inch at a time until over time the nose comes around closer and closer to the shoulder. I would love to not have to revert back to my old natural horsemanship ways if I can learn a new way with R+. I just need to get him later on the forehand. Thanks for any help, my friend. Hope you have a wonderful 2020. Hugs, Faith. Okay, so it's a little bit beyond what I mean, I don't deal with the Foxtrotters as much, so I'm not exactly sure the mechanics that are involved. But what it's sounding like is you need him to get his head around, and maybe before you did it with, with pressure, using kind of pressure and release, little spot on the thing, using pressure and release. So what I would do instead, is you can still use that same action, but not creating it the same way. So instead of creating it whichever natural horsemanship way, use a target under saddle and see if you can't bring his head a little bit, or two if you need to. If you need to ride and do the little targets a little bit and work on one at a time so he gets the idea, and then the other, and see if you can't create that same motion that has proven to alleviate the heaviness on the front end. So that's what I would do, is I would ride with two targets, and I would probably have them going the way so that they could be in your hands and easy to kind of maneuver as you get a little bit of speed up. But getting him used to targeting from the saddle is one point. The other point is, and I haven't, I don't know enough about the gaited horses to know, but really, I know with a lot of the English, the 100-jumper dressage, if we want them off of the front end, we want them more on the hind end. So that's something to keep in mind. If you feel him hunkering down a little bit, that with the hind end, like you can tell he's getting off of the front end, that may help quite a bit. The other thing, you could also teach a head up a little bit if it helps him to lift. You could teach it on the ground, just using target, using your hands, and then see if you could take that to under saddle if that helps him without hollowing him out. So I'm not sure of the physics that are, the biomechanics that are a part of this equation, but you kind of do. So what I want you to do is think, how can you create this behavior with positive reinforcement versus the old pressure release more traditional means? So I think targets are going to be a key in there. And teaching it on the ground, you can use the verbals or the tactile that you can take to under saddle. But if you've got him doing it from the ground, it might be ready to use two targets up there. And I do have the riding targets, but of course you can make targets out of anything. And use the two targets to see if you can't create that movement that has helped you before. But I mean, thinking about the biomechanics, I think about sinking down on the hind end a little bit so it alleviates it. When I taught Minty a hop, the first thing he did is got his feet underneath of him because he knew he had to get the pressure off the front end. But that may change the gaits. See, I don't know this part. I don't know exactly how to help you with that particular biomechanic portion of it. But if you found a way, we can recreate that way. So if you need to, you may hear this and go, oh, wait. What is happening is this? Just let me know and we'll talk about it, and we'll see if we can't get them into a little bit better place. If there's another degree that we can work through that, because there's a way. There's absolutely a way. We just need to figure out how can we do it. It's up to us to be the creative ones, but it's a little bit out of my realm. And frankly, sometimes even when it's in my realm, I'll meet horses and I'm like, this isn't working. We need to go to a different way, so then we'll try something, we'll modify it a little bit till we can get it across to the horse what we're looking for. So I hope that helps you a little bit, and it is lovely to hear from you, and congratulations on your new horse. And I look forward to meeting you in person sometime, hopefully not too far in the future. Okay. All right, Faith. If you or anybody else have more questions or follow-up, of course, you know where to get a hold of me. You can go to on-target-training.com, go to the Ask Shauna tab, and you can submit questions. And also there's a podcast tab, and there's a blog tab, and there's a lot of information there. If you want to know more about what I'm doing in general, you can go to Terra Nova Training Center. That's where I'm based out of. That's where I live at, and that is what we're doing, is working on trying to get out to people and offering courses and things and ways to help people to further their education with positive reinforcement training. So you can get our schedule there. You can get what we're doing, what we're doing, where we're going, what my schedule is. So that would be terranovatrainingcenter.com, and you can sign up for our newsletter, and that'll keep you abreast of things. So that's what I got. Okay, Faith, Happy New Year to you, and thank you for sending your question in. Okay, bye.